Hello, hello, hello.
Peeps.
Good afternoon. This is Diane and Randall Breaux.
She's Pickle Lady. We're in Prescott, Arizona.
I am. We are your friendly husband and wife realtor team. Today we're being friendly.
Yeah, we're friendly most of the time.
We're pretty friendly to
From
each
time
other.
to time we're antagonistic, but usually we're quite friendly.
Usually
Today
at
we're
the
going
end
to
of
talk
the day.
about insurance. So this was by request.
Yes.
We get a fair number of requests for different subjects. So a lot of people are talking about insurance right now because it has become a major factor in home ownership.
Absolutely. Especially we have family in New Orleans. I know this affects a lot of people in California as well.
Yeah, California.
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the first thing to say is you do not have to, you are not required to have fire insurance or flood insurance in Prescott, Arizona.
That's right.
We are not, it's not, we've never even been evacuated here for threat of fire. Yes, are there fires? But usually they're about an hour or two outside
Yeah.
of town,
In
more
the forest, up in the
in
mountains.
the forest.
Yeah, not in Prescott. Well,
It's
it might be within the incorporated boundary of that is Prescott, but Prescott's boundaries go up into the mountains. They have some pretty
right.
obscure areas that are still considered Prescott.
So we have never in the town itself. You're not required to have fire insurance. I know in other states it's mandatory, especially with all the wildfires happening. We do not have floods here. There are some sections, and I mean a very small percentage, that during monsoons might have a little bit of flash flooding. But those are more rural areas or,
Yeah.
Smaller areas.
And generally not the house. I mean, if
No.
you go into a few neighborhoods, there will be areas that says don't drive here when there's water.
Right.
That's because of monsoons. They have surges of water that need to be gotten rid of very quickly.
That's right.
And but not in homes.
And in all of our years of selling homes, I can maybe think of one or two that FEMA required them to have flood insurance because they were near
Low-lying areas.
low-lying areas.
Yeah.
It's very unusual to find it. I've never, so the majority of homes here, you're not required to have flood insurance.
But we're a mile high, so if
yeah.
it floods here, then
The ark should be coming.
Yeah. Start building your
Noah
ark.
and his ark
Yeah.
are coming to save
Yeah.
us all, because
That's right.
if we ever get underwater, we got a big problem going
Yeah.
on. It's end of times,
Ends of
basically.
times, yeah.
So,
And sorry, getting back to the fire thing too,
yeah.
you should know that a big part of the firefighting effort in Arizona comes out of Prescott. They fly out of the regional airport here. So
in the plains with the water
yeah,
to go
they
drop.
go.
And
All
the fire
that comes
return.
out of Prescott.
Yeah.
So the idea that there's going to be a fire that's uncontrollable in Prescott itself is very remote.
Never even come close, nor have we ever had to been evacuated, nothing. So I want you to feel safe and secure about that, safe and secure about flooding. Don't need to have earthquake insurance as well.
Yes.
So
But if you want to,
yeah.
if you want to, you can do it, and it's available.
It is, absolutely. We just changed our insurance recently to homeowners, to travelers, and our auto. Not an issue. We don't have anybody pulling out. It is getting a little dicey sometimes in some areas, but in maybe other cities in Arizona. But here we had absolutely no problem changing insurance. Our home is about 3,100 square feet. And I want to say our homeowners is about 1,800 a year. But I added some extra stuff on there. So it'd probably be a little bit cheaper depending on the size of your home and this, that, and the other.
Now, just to be clear, we're not speaking for the state of Arizona.
Correct.
We are speaking for Prescott.
Just Prescott.
So there are areas in Arizona where they do have fires down in the valley. You know, it gets to 120 degrees there in the summer. They're going to have fires.
Yeah.
And they do. And our firefighters, you'll see them flying out to go take care of it. I can't speak for those communities, whether fire insurance is available or how much it is or whether it's required. I honestly don't know. Arizona is a pretty big state.
Now, I do know, like in certain areas in Louisiana, some insurance companies are starting to pull out and they are canceling people. From what I have heard here, it hasn't happened here yet.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to.
For the most part, that's for hurricanes. I don't know
Yes.
if a hurricane has ever hit Prescott, Arizona. That would be a long shot. But you should know if you are considering other communities moving to retire or otherwise, pretty much all along the Gulf of Mexico.
Forget
So
about
that's
it.
all along, Galveston,
Yep.
Houston,
Florida.
New Orleans, all Mobile, all along the Gulf Coast, and then the Atlantic coast.
Maybe even some of Texas too, because they get a lot of
certainly part of
hurricanes.
Texas. A lot of
Florida.
Yeah.
This is an issue
The
for a lot of those.
Carolinas, Georgia, everything along the coast is starting to have trouble with a hurricane because of the
And
hurricane.
so the cost of insurance is going
Very high.
sky high.
Yeah.
And so a lot of insurance companies are having to pull out because they simply can't afford the claims to help people
Yeah.
anymore. So keep this all in mind. So far, so good here in Prescott, Arizona. Very reasonable. We've been very happy, haven't had any issues. And it's coming from the deep south. It's very nice not to have worry about flooding or hurricanes and
we just
insurance.
had, there was just a hurricane in New Orleans.
Yep.
And we have just moved my mother from New
Yeah.
Orleans to Prescott. She's staying in a community called Touchmark. And just a few weeks after she got here, there was a hurricane, and she was pretty happy she didn't have to evacuate.
No more
or any of
worrying about
stuff,
that. So far, so good, folks, in terms of insurance here. It's pretty reasonable. You're not required to carry all the extra ancillary insurance, such as earthquake, flooding, fire, which is pretty refreshing.
Yeah.
So anyway, this was a good question. Whoever asked us about that, we're happy to chat about it and let you know and reassure you that so far, so good here. Nobody's pulling out, and you can still get very good coverage at a pretty decent price.
Absolutely.
So that is our tip of the day
That
about
is our
insurance.
tip of the day. If you have questions you want us to answer, feel free to reach out to us and we'll cover them. That is our tip of the day. If you like tips, the place to go is pickle411.com. That's our free information site. Whether you are a buyer or seller or somewhere in between, there's something there waiting for you that will amaze, astound, and educate you. Real estate, things to do, restaurants to go to, and all kinds of foolishness.
All kinds of foolishness.
So it's all there waiting for you.
Happy to
And
share.
it'll only cost you $10. No, it won't. It's all free.
Okay, on that note, we sincerely hope you're having a great day today, and we hope to hear from you soon. Make a visit. Fall is a beautiful time to come here. We'd love to show you around. Okay, take care.